Hi, and welcome to another weekly MidJourney challenge series. I'm Melissa, I'm the founder of Type Dreams, and I hope you are finding these exercises interesting, that you learn something by doing them. We cover all the parameters in a course called MidJourney 101 for Beginners. That's on the site if you want to do the whole comprehensive list. But we also do the tutorials, and the tutorials is another way of learning. So for this week's exercise, we're going to venture into icy realms, and the idea is to create an ice kingdom with castles, frozen waterfalls, you know, aurora borealis as part of the skylight. That would be really interesting. But feel free to add anything you want. I mean, these are just example prompts, and the idea is that you come up with your own words and your own creativity. So let's get straight into it. We're in the tool now, and we said we're gonna create this kind of icy kingdom realm, frozen, definitely coming out from Frozen. So I'm gonna start with imagine frozen kingdom, ice kingdom on a glacier. Just the generic, you know, what it gives me, and then we can keep adding as we go, and we'll wait for it to generate. Okay, this is interesting. It's definitely giving me the sense that there's a kingdom. I'm going to add more stuff to it. So let's see, a frozen glass ice kingdom on a glacier with frozen waterfalls. Let's submit that. It's very nice, but it's also kind of lost. There's very nice colors coming through here, which, you know, by creating slightly different generations, you can mix and match. And this is also very nice, but it doesn't look like an actual kingdom. So maybe we could, you know what I'm gonna say, like we can mix and merge, you know, depending on what we like. So this definitely looks like a kingdom. This looks like a kingdom, but then our kingdom is kind of lost over here. So what we can do is we're gonna upscale number 2. We're going to upscale number 2 here as well, and we're going to copy link, imagine, paste link. Remember, this is image prompting, so copy link, paste, and I will say it's Ice Kingdom, and that way we're not so descriptive, because the pictures themselves already have a lot of the detail, and you know, we're gonna get more if we're simple, synthesize our prompt to the minimum. Just want to kind of go into the card deck to see if there's any contrast lighting or photography, because I do want to play with the lens. So remember, photography is you can take in many directions, but I really like these kind of you know, contrast colors. They look vintage as well. So okay, this is much nicer, you can see. But what, and this looks like really natural, not forced at all. But what if we were to apply one of these filters? Like, what would we get then? That would be nice. So I'm gonna try HDR, Polaroid, and disposable, or expired film, one of them. So what I'm gonna do now is like Ice Kingdom, open brackets, and I'm gonna paste disposable, so style, disposable style, disposable photography, just to make it more. We are disposable photography, then Polaroid effect, Polaroid photography, and finally HDR photography. And we're gonna close the brackets, submit. It's gonna say, are you sure you want to trade 3 different prompts? I will say yes. It asks you if you want to create these 3 because you know, you are taking more time and more credits, so it's basically going to have an impact on your budget and the time you have left for generation. So that's why it asks, which is a good thing. Like, you don't want to overdo it and then run out of credits really soon. Okay, so this is what we get with the Polaroid. Just lovely. I mean, it's not looking as detailed in terms of castle. This is the disposable film, so it also gives a nice feel. And okay, this is the HDR effect, which is more cinematic, and like, yeah, you definitely get more detail this way. What else can we try? I do really like the HDR, but I would like it at nighttime. Ice Kingdom at nighttime, Aurora Borealis HDR photography, and let's see what we get. But it's cool that you can try different lenses, different type of focal point. It's good to experiment and see what works. This looks a little bit magical without those pink hues, and then, you know, the scale of things when you add a person, for example. Okay, so here we go. We have beautiful Aurora Borealis, although there's still like daylight clouds creeping in. And so I still want a castle though. I still want the kingdom, and the kingdom is missing. So we are going to generate again. This will only be more as reference point. So I'm gonna say yes, ref, paste that in. Ice Kingdom, Ice Castle Kingdom. Yeah, I have to be a little bit more descriptive, and hopefully the Aurora Borealis would be all around. Yeah, I'm dying to go to Iceland. That would be a great way of seeing this beautiful phenomena, which, by the way, I'm told it's pollution, air pollution, but it would be great to see it. Okay. It's definitely not with the Aurora Borealis that much. I'm not entirely sure I like it. Let's see. It has my reference images. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to now I'm gonna re-roll this prompt. This is still gonna be a second image. I'm gonna take this out. Ice Castle Aurora Borealis is gonna have a 2. High HDR photography, and I'm gonna say high contrast lighting, just to get really dramatic effect. It would be interesting. This just seems so plain, doesn't it? Like, it doesn't really, this is getting there, but I'm totally losing the castle. I do a multi-prompt on the castle itself, so it really does that. But hey, there's something coming through now that it looks, we'll see. Yes, this is definitely more like it. You're getting the sense of a castle. There's more detail. There's the Aurora Borealis. I'm going to going to upscale this one, number variation 3, and I'm just going to take out the references and see what MidJourney would do without the image references. Because you see, it could be taking the sky, and that's why it's the aurora borealis is not overtaking. So now I'm just saying, look, I really want the aurora borealis. I really want a nice castle kingdom. And let's see, what do we get now? And that's exactly it. You know, that's what we were aiming for. Kind of like high contrast dramatic effect, the waterfalls flowing, you know, through the sky, the aurora borealis. This is exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna upscale number 1. I'm getting this really icy cold feeling, and very subtle, I could say Polaroid lens, and I'm just out of curiosity, if you will. I think what I like about Polaroid is that it just gives this vintage look and feel, and I'm not saying this will work for now, but it's something that you can experiment with, just the different types of lens. Okay, so it didn't really change that much. No, it didn't. Interesting. But I love the castle. The castle looks very realistic, like the forest and the waterfalls. It just has some magical element to it. So I'm going to scale number 1. And I don't think it needs to zoom out. It's good as it is. So we'll just upscale it subtle and see. All right. This said, I'm hoping you're gonna share your creation with me. Just try to tag at Type Dreams Images in Instagram, and would love to see your creation. So thank you so much. I'll see you next week.